The following video is the opinion of the missing truth. Further information has been researched or has been provided by those in connection to this case. News articles and or information that is given or stated by law enforcement, family members, and or per social media. Any person or persons is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Kaylene loved and wanted to be loved, but did Michael Mano love her to death? Or is she safe and don't want to be found, per her 45-year-old ex-boyfriend? This is Kaylene's story, through the eyes of strangers. What defines a person's character? It's according to who you ask. Friends and family describe Kaylene as being tomboyish and a daddy's girl. They try not to think about the struggles she's been through, just that she loved hard and loved to be loved by others. Kaylene was 20 years old the night of her disappearance, the night she got into Michael Mano's car and rode away with him. But let's go back a few months earlier. Kaylene had entered into a relationship with a man named Michael Mano, who just happened to be 45 years old, 25 years her senior. Now, why would a beautiful 20-year-old girl want to be in a relationship with someone not only 25 years older than her, but also a dangerous convicted felon, and also lived with another woman that bared his child? That's an incredible, hard question to answer, and everyone that knew Kaylene and Michael has their own opinion. It seems she had a warrant out for her arrest, but it's not clear what the warrant was about. One person had stated it was a harassment warrant. But does it really matter at this point in time? Probably not. Was this the reason she was hanging around with a man old enough to be her father? In a relationship status post Kaylene had posted on her Facebook, it stated she was in a complicated relationship. Michael Mano commented, "We are not really complicated, are we?" He goes on asking her, "Where are you going to go when your legal troubles are over?" Sounds like a little brainwashing to me. Other people started commenting on the post after she disappeared, and Michael Mano would comment back with strange accusations, like she always leaves and runs around. She's 20, not 10 years old. She did the same thing last year. She's on the run from court for a domestic case involving her mom, sister, and Courtney. Check out the docket. And went on to say, or maybe her father kidnapped her again, like he did before, and I had to go get her in Newcastle. A family member stated, "It's true, she did have a warrant out on her at some point in time, but she did turn herself in on December of 2019 and was working all of it out with the court system. Her crimes were nothing compared to the number of felonies, convictions he had acquired." It was stated he was allegedly convicted of statutory sexual assault, corruption of minors, receiving stolen property, reckless endangering another person, criminal conspiracy endangering, fleeing or attempting to elude, accident involving damage to driving with revoked license, theft by unlawful taking, conspiracy, arson, theft by unlawful taking movable property, reckless driving, and many, many more convictions and arrests in multiple states. These charges and convictions was only in Allegheny County, Pennsylvania. It has been stated he has a criminal record in other states as well. Why post such basic charges she had when he was a career criminal? Why make false accusations about her father? This is exactly how he controlled a 20-year-old, by attacking her freedom and family. But there was one thing he could not control, and that was the fact she was carrying his baby, and even failed to tell his little boy's mother, who he lived with, she was pregnant. He posted a note that he said Kaylene had also supposedly written to him that started off saying, "You have made it clear this is her house, not mine and yours. It's yours and hers." A family member had stated he let Kaylene stay in one of his campers on a campsite, not giving her the luxury of living in a home with him like his girlfriend and son does. A mutual friend of Kaylene and Michael's allegedly said he told her he was not going to leave his son or his son's mother. It seems Kaylene was only a pretty toy eye candy to a 45-year-old Michael, and easily discarded when playtime was over. Kaylene had broken their relationship off and decided to move in with her father and stepmother so they could help her through her pregnancy and with a baby after birth. Her stepmom made her a prenatal visit for a day in January, but she never got to go to her visit in January, nor was she at her due date for the day of her child's birth. On January 9, 2020, Kaylene was hanging out at two of her friends' house, which was only a few doors away from her mother's home. The couple said she had been texting Michael Mano that evening trying to get a heirloom, a piece of jewelry she had received at the death of her grandmother, back from him. At 1:15 a.m. on January 10th, she left her friend's home walking, going to meet Michael. It has been stated she left her purse, so they figured that she would not be long. At 1:36 a.m., she, or someone who had her phone, sent her mom a text stating she would be at her mom's house by 9:30 a.m. to watch her siblings. That was the last text that her phone has sent. That was the last place her phone pinged. At 9:30 a.m. that morning, Kaylene did not show up to her mom's house so she could watch her siblings. So her mom called her dad and told him she did not show up to watch the kids. Her mom and dad has been separated for years and lived almost 2 hours away. Her parents thought they were unable to file a missing persons report for 48 hours, so her parents, along with other family members, started calling and messaging her for 2 days to no prevail. On January 12, 2020, Kaylene's mom filed a missing persons report, and her dad did via email. The Etna Police Department requested Penn Hill Police Department to do a well check on Michael Mano, and while speaking to him, he said she was not with him and he had not seen her for 2 days. He told the officers he had dropped her off at a guy's house named Marcus. This Marcus person has never been identified, if he even exists. The family came together to hang flyers, but the police department did not do any searches because they were completely convinced she was a missing person or was running due to outstanding warrants, but there were no warrants. She had turned herself in December and had taken care of that situation. It wasn't until March 13th she was officially filed as a missing person in the national database. June 15th, after many complaints about the way the case was being handled by the police department, her case was handed over to Allegheny Court Sheriff's Department. Several search warrants were issued at different times to search the properties of Michael Mano and to interview him and his girlfriend. It seems the message she sent on January 10th at 1:36 a.m. to her mother pinged, but Michael Mano's phone pinged at the same time, at the same location. 3 hours later, his phone allegedly pinged again in a significant location that is still underneath investigation and has been searched several times after search warrants were issued. Family and friends of Kaylene gathered outside of the home of Michael Mano demanding answers. As he was sarcastically trying to serve the protesters water and food, Kaylene's uncle asked him point blank, "Where is Kaylene?" Michael Mano replied, "She's swimming with the fish, like you're gonna be."
Right. Where'd you put her? Yeah. Where'd you put her?
You're the one who seems really aggravated.
Yeah, I am aggravated. It's my fucking niece and my goddaughter. Tell him to bring our baby home.
You don't know.
Then be quiet because you don't know the facts around the case. We do. We work it every day. We talk to the detective. He's not innocent. You're on video saying that. I'll be back.
Probably to fuck with us. You know what I mean?
It could be. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case, but that could be.
Where's Kaylene?
Screenshots surfaced on Facebook of emails Kaylene's father sent to government officials stating Michael Mano, who was out on bond and currently on probation, had been sending Kaylene's 17-year-old sister nude photos of Kaylene. Kaylene had posted on her Facebook page just hours before her disappearance about Michael Mano robbing a laundromat while they were together, but the account was quickly deactivated. Michael Mano is walking around a year later as a free man. It has been stated by a family member that her phone was found in or around an abandoned building last fall. There has been other things found and entered in as evidence in her case, but the details have not been released because it's still an active investigation. Kaylene's father stated that he, along with law enforcement, are 99% sure she is no longer alive due to unreleased evidence that has been found, but nevertheless, Kaylene needs to be found, and that person that caused her disappearance must be brought to justice. Where could she possibly be? There was an alleged Facebook post made by Michael Mano saying he knows where she is. It supposedly stated he said she's 20 years old and he's not going to tell where she's at. Kaylene Marie Oehling is missing from Etna, Pennsylvania area. She was born on August 6, 1999. She was 20 years old on the day of her disappearance. She has brown eyes and brown hair. She's approximately 5 foot 1 inch tall, weighing around 110 pounds on the day she disappeared. She was wearing a black hoodie and camo pants. Kaylene would be 21 now and a mother of a child that would be nearing its first year milestone. Her parents would now be grandparents, and her brothers and sisters would now be aunts and uncles. But unfortunately, by the hands of another, she is still missing. If you have any information on the disappearance of Kaylene, please call Allegheny County Homicide Unit at 412-473-3000. The administrators at the Missing Truth are sending prayer and healing energy to Kaylene, her baby, and her family. May the God of the universe release karma quickly on the hands that caused this beautiful girl's disappearance, and she and her family get the answers they deserve. For further updates on her case, subscribe to The Missing Truth to receive notifications, like us and leave us a comment, like our Facebook page and join our private Facebook group. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. If you have a family member or friend that is missing and you feel their case needs more exposure, please contact The Missing Truth at themissingtruth1@gmail.com or private message us on our Facebook page. Always remember, some sort of truth remains in a lie. Have a good night.